I go by the name of that township, Suburban Essence. They heard the message.
You didn't say hi again.
Oh, snap, my bad. It's so, I can't say hi.
Hey guys, my name is Thembani Michael.
What's poppin', fam? I go by the name of that township, Suburban Essence. They heard the message.
What's up, it's Thembani Michael, Repeat.
And you are wholesome. Guys, today I'm here with these crazy humans. Like, I don't know how long it's taken us to even begin shooting, but
Yeah, quite a while, actually.
thank the heavens that we're about to start.
Finally. We're starting now. We're starting.
So today's topic is around friendships. So before I even begin, please do follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna put the social media handles of these two humans in the description box, so please follow them too. And we hope you guys enjoy the video. We're gonna be speaking about friendships, dynamics in friendships. I mean, guys, we've been through it, haven't we?
We have.
I mean, yes. All of us by our age. Yo, please stick in and watch till the end of the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So without any further ado, let's get to the video. Oh, those niggas. So my first question that I would like to pose to the gents in the room today is, what kind of qualities do you guys look for when you're choosing friends?
True. Oh, sorry. You said question.
Wow.
But yeah, what kind of qualities? Let's start with Ntako. What kind of qualities do you
Definitely a sense of humor. Definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Trust. My biggest thing with relationships is trust. You know, whether it's friendship, brotherhood, sisterhood. Trust. And
While you're on that trust,
Yeah.
I know that there's two types of people when it comes to trust.
Okay.
So there's firstly the vutomis, which are the people that automatically trust people.
Okay.
And then if you do something to lose my trust, that's when I stop trusting.
So you automatically
I automatically, like, I don't, if someone hasn't given me a reason to doubt them or whatever,
Really?
I like, you know, I trust you. And then there's the opposite, where there's people where people need to,
You need to earn.
the trust. You need to. So which one are you?
I'm definitely that as well. I don't look for the bad in people.
Okay.
You know, so like I always look for something positive and everything else like that.
So you're just like me.
Just like you. That's why we trust each other, right?
That's why I don't trust them.
Whatever, man.
So you're the opposite.
Yeah, you have to gain trust.
Okay. So you said trust.
Trust.
Sense of humor.
Sense of humor. How many, bro? Because the list can go forever.
It can go forever. Okay, so those are the main ones.
Let's do
Okay.
3.
Okay, 3.
Respect, guys.
Yeah. That's number one.
That's number 1 for you.
That's number one.
Okay, those 3. Actually.
Hey, I'm not that respect.
No.
Yeah,
but-
like that.
Not to sustain it.
Respect us for now.
See you in the present.
So what are yours?
I think respect. Respect not only me but people in general, because we're human beings.
Yes.
There needs to be that certain level of respect. Trust and loyalty, same thing. Good sense of humor, and I think a bit of intelligence, you know. Okay.
Okay. Now we're gonna get into it.
No, but
That's coming later. I think.
But not academic intelligence, you know. Some people are streets like forward thinking. Let me say forward thinking people.
Visionaries.
Yeah, above you guys.
Yo.
The big cleaner.
You don't know who you are.
I know from TV. The adverts,
Yeah.
Okay, I think for myself, people that are easy to talk to, personally, like, I make friends with people that are easy to speak to. People people who I think also have a sense of humor, honestly. But I don't think all my friends have a sense of humor. Now that
Actually, like, I'm so sorry to say this. Her friends, oh my gosh.
Ntako, you're not coming for my friends. You're not coming for my friends. But people who are like genuinely caring, and most of my friends are like really religious and Christian and whatever, because I guess we share a lot of similar values. But then not all of them, but like most of them.
Most of them, yes.
Yeah.
Like 92%.
Okay.
And then you find us the 8%.
Who you including? Don't include Ntako. Leave yourself. Don't include Ntako, please. Please. Okay, let's talk about your friendship circle. How diverse do you allow your friendship circle to be? And like, is there a certain like criteria in terms of like the diversity of your circle? Because we've heard a lot of motivational speakers. When they speak, they say things like, if the people in your circle are not,
show me your friends, I'll show you.
Yeah, so it kind of puts pressure on you to make friends with people on the same level as you, or people like, I don't know, like, so it's like, how diverse do you allow your friendship circle to actually be?
Yes, like.
Mr. Intellectual.
Okay, let me start by saying, I think firstly the spaces that you are in will determine your friendships.
Okay.
So technically, being a student in varsity, your friendships are automatically other students, yes.
Yeah.
So I think it also depends on how diverse you are as a person, in terms of what kind of spaces do you enter, because then it will determine how many more people and how many more different people rather are able to enter. But like, how does your circle look, guys?
Damn. Okay, so for me, I've got 3 layers of friendships. The first one is acquaintances. So we meet there, how's it going? Sharp, it ends there. We'll meet up. Yes, it's fine, we'll meet up.
But you never meet up.
So those are the people you bump into, you know?
Yeah.
And then you've got your friends, like people you can have a conversation, but it's not that deep. So in that aspect, it's very diverse.
Okay.
And then I've got a power circle. Those are my homies. Like those are my people whereby if I'm down and out, if I speak to one of them, I know.
Is that why you call me a lot?
But what I'm saying is that's how I prefer to differentiate my friends. So it's acquaintances, friends, and then my power circle.
So your power circle, how diverse is it?
It's diverse. So when you talk about diverse, what are we talking about in terms of race, religion?
I mean, all of
like
it.
everything.
So mostly in terms of, I think I'm not necessarily race, but in terms of
what they do
in life. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
that's easy for me.
It's diverse because we are taught to, growing up we taught to chill with people who are like-minded, and because of that you start having tunnel vision, which is not necessarily good, because once you grow up you're exposed to everything. So I've got friends from, and that's the second friend, not close friends, but friends who are, some are Muslims, some are in entertainment, some are in school, just a diverse thing, so that.
And this is your power circle?
Yes, in my power circle.
Okay.
I've got friends with different aspects of life, because you learn something from everybody.
Yeah.
I think for me, with my power circle, right, I'm the only different one. Like, I'm the only creative.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody else has like, like their lives is serious, bro. You know, they raising families.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And it's like, obviously there's the intellectual part of you. There's the responsible part of you.
Yes.
There's the like irresponsible part of you.
Yes.
So all these friends.
I mean, you can't irresponsible part.
You know what I mean? There's that guy when you know you're not coming back that weekend.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And because of like the fact that everybody's so different, I feel like I learn from them a lot.
Yeah.
You know, because even with religion, like I can't be like, I've got a close friend that I, probably sit down and like read the Bible with. You know, it's very different, because like somebody else, like I went like one of my other friends, psychology, he's Muslim, and he's the first person that I've met that was Muslim, and I was like, bro, how? You know?
Yeah.
But I never want to let that barrier of you being Muslim get in between, you know? So I'm very like, you'll never find a person like me in my circle. You'll never.
Okay.
You will never. You watch, you never.
Do you guys think that we we respect advice coming from certain friends more than others because of their position in life.
Definitely. Definitely. Yo. Like, yeah, on a huge scale. Like, imagine taking advice from my friend that's irresponsible.
Well,
So-
if you take advice on something that's irresponsible and you want to do something responsible, getting advice from the responsible one
Wouldn't make sense.
would make sense, bro.
How?
Because he's irresponsible.
Ah, bro,
So you
practice
get
what you preach. Practice what you breathe. Like, yo, bro, we going out, forget about your problems. You're not giving me a solution.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
It depends. It depends. It honestly depends.
On what?
Bro, you know, like, there's
No,
certain friends where, like, I've got a friend that's like very smart.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, like,
Like,
Zumba.
bro, no. he's very smart.
Oh, okay.
He's very smart.
Got that.
So even like when you talk to him, there's that aura, there's that,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like even when you talk to him, like you talk to him in a very calm tone.
Yeah.
You know, you think about what you want to say first,
Yeah.
and obviously the mindset changes. You
Yeah.
know, the energy, the approach changes automatically.
Automatically. Okay, and are we all Christian?
Yes, we're all Christian.
Well, the Bible does say that God can send a donkey to give you a message.
That's true.
So you might go to the intelligent one in your circle and he'll give you the worst advice.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, dude, really? But then you go to the one who you think
Doesn't know anything.
doesn't know anything, and they'll actually give you some advice that will change your life.
I think.
You're right
I
on that
think.
when you say it depends.
I think. Generally, we definitely do judge who the advice is coming from.
Yeah.
Like we don't even like think about it too much. But like, I mean, come on now. If you know those certain people where if you were to ask them about, so you're like, yo, I can tip. In terms of certain things. But I think that we trust our friends with different things.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
Depending on also who they are, like, you know. So for example, if I want to go to a party, I'm not gonna ask my friend.
That doesn't
I'm gonna
count to
expose you to
you.
me. I'm not gonna ask Lusanda. I'm gonna come ask Nzako.
Just go.
You know, because
Let's go.
Nzako knows more
Let's
in
go.
terms of
Let's
that
go.
aspect. So I think we do. I don't think it's a good thing.
How is it not a good thing?
I don't think it's a good thing always, because that means that we undermine some people's advice in terms of certain things just because we don't see it, but it could be there.
But I think it's a double-edged sword.
Is it a bad thing though?
It's a double-edged
be.
sword, though. Imagine
Okay, remind me about this.
imagine this. You're getting, I think there's certain people where you need to go for certain advice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So in an instance for example, if you are looking to get married, you know, and you settle
Okay.
down, you've met the person,
Good job, yeah.
you're going to go speak to someone who has
Yeah.
gone
Yeah.
that route and be like, okay, dude, you've been there. What should I expect? But then there's certain things where you're like, Mara, this marriage, when I see it from this
Yeah.
angle,
That's not
and then you
thing.
go talk to
Yeah.
a friend and like, hey, dude, what do you think?
Yeah.
So it's a double-edged
It
sword.
is. It really is.
It's a
because
double-edged sword.
we usually like equate experience to
More than anything.
to know-how,
More than anything.
whereas experience isn't always know-how. It really isn't.
It's a
Double-edged
it's a
sword.
black card though.
Cutting off friends who are not progressing in life. What's your take on that?
Number one.
What do you mean number one?
Now I'm that nigga.
cut
I'm
off-
legit that nigga.
But like,
What's progress?
what's progress? That's
What's
my
progress?
thing. What's
I was actually
progress?
telling another friend last night actually, like, I hate, let's say you leave school, you know, work, whatever, right? And I understand that like we used to
By
be teenagers. Not even by choice, like whatever the situation is, right?
Okay.
But I understand that we used to be teenagers at some point. And now we're adults.
Well, young adults.
We're young adults, right? But it's like, if I feel like you're in the same position where I left you at when we were still kids, you still have the same mentality. You know, you still speak the same. For me, that's a big red flag.
Okay. Yeah. I definitely
So
think
I can't, bro.
I
They know me.
I do.
He knows
I
himself.
can't.
Yeah, you personally.
Bro, I'm the only child. I don't need nobody, bro. If I feel like you waste my time.
Zako, you need me in.
Cut.
Zako.
What's up?
Okay.
No, you're successful, so you know you very.
I'm successful. Okay,
In your own right,
let's
you are
just.
successful.
So-
If I feel like, okay, cool, I can draw inspiration. I feel like the biggest thing now that we probably don't even realize now, you need to draw inspiration from your friends. You know, if I feel like, damn, butterfly's dope,
Yeah.
nah, B. I gotta do something that's actually, you know what I mean,
That
as
motivates
close.
you.
So, but then, okay, if we link this to the diversity of your circle, considering how diverse your circle is, do you draw inspiration from every single person in your circle?
I need to.
In a certain way, in a certain aspect.
Financially, you know, academically, probably for some of them.
Yeah.
Physically, because most people are going to the gym, and
Yeah.
I'm still here. I'm still here. So you need to be like, okay, I need to draw that from you.
From
like,
something.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I cut you. Like,
So do you like cut like, yo dude, I'm cutting you? Or it's
Nah,
just-
bruh, when people are cut, there's no confrontation.
Yeah, you know yourself.
People cut because they're afraid of confrontation.
Yeah, honestly, for me, I feel like if you care about someone and you really want to see them progress,
Yes.
you're gonna have that conversation.
You won't
You know,
cut.
you won't cut, and that conversation will determine if your relationship will continue.
Or
Or
not.
not.
Okay. Makes sense. But that's what I love about that, the fact that there's a conversation
Yeah.
involved. You
Yeah,
know, the whole
definitely.
concept of just cutting doesn't sit well
Oh
with me.
no.
Yeah,
no.
but I think it also depends like how close you are as friends. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying in terms of do you need to have that conversation or whatever. What's your take, Mr. Limpane?
on cutting people.
Yes.
It's
No, not on cutting people. Cutting people because of progression,
Yeah.
not progressing.
okay.
Yes.
My thing is that life is long.
True.
Life is long.
Not short.
No, life is long.
Okay.
If you live up to 100, life is long, and you don't know what can happen between a space of a year in one person's life.
Yeah. A lot can
A
happen.
lot can happen.
Yeah.
In
that's
11 months.
And-
a lot can
Oh,
happen.
that's true. In 1 month,
You know?
even.
And we live in a world whereby your network and the people you have around you are important.
Connection.
Connections. So, I'm not saying I'll cut you off, nah? But I'll just keep the relationship warm, whereby if the opportunity comes that we need to work on something together, we can do it. But it doesn't mean that I'll hang out with you Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No.
Yeah.
But we'll just keep it civil. It's all good in the hood. Because we never know what happens tomorrow.
True.
I think that this topic is very tricky because again, like when we speak of progression, we have different definitions for it. To me, when I say my friends aren't progressing, I could be speaking about the fact that you've been working in the same job for 2 years, bruh, like level up. You understand what I'm saying? Another person could be speaking about, dude, you still live with your mother, level up, like when are you moving out, you know? Another person, when they speak about progression, they could be speaking about transforming from depression to a healthy state of mind. You understand what I'm saying? So our definitions of progression are not the same. So I think it's quite unfair for me to say my definition of progression being you know, like
I think it's
being independent.
It's relative.
Yeah, being independent. Now I'm putting everyone in my friendship circle to that standard that if you aren't independent, like financially, whatever, then you're not progressing. Because I don't think that's fair. Because that's my. They could be telling Nzako could be like he's focusing on his health for this year, you know, and he moves in a way that is like amazing for himself, so he feels that he's progressed in that area. Who am I to now cut him off because I feel that he's not progressing in what? My area. You understand what I'm saying? So I think we're really different and we're all genuinely humans.
Yeah.
So we need to understand that as humans, we all comprehend differently. I think the only part where it comes to things like genuinely not cutting someone off because of not progression comes into things like maybe you're into partying or whatever, and we're like 17 when we become friends. Come age 32, you're still doing the same
doing the
thing,
same
bruh.
things.
Like that's when I don't think it's about progression. I think it's more of a mental state. Like, dude, where are your ambitions? Where's your mind at? Like, it's fine if you still have the same things that you had when you were 17. Now you're 30. Like, you haven't really obtained much in life. But has your mental state changed? Like, are you now working on something? Are you dreaming of something different than you did when you were 17? You understand what I'm saying? So it's not always about what I can see, but where your head is at instead.
I understand butterfly that like.
Oh, he calls me butterfly, guys. They're confused. They're like butterfly.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So it's not like for progression, right?
Yeah.
It's not some sort of level. It starts off with the mindset first.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you haven't spoken to your friend in 6 years,
Yeah.
and you meet up with them 6 years later, and they still think the same way.
Yeah.
It's
Then
like
it isn't.
that's where it starts.
That's where it starts.
But also,
Because that, or like your thinking can determine your actions and your destination.
Yeah.
Basically.
but I think, especially with our generation, we equate progress to materialistic things, and that's
Facts.
the hugest problem.
Big problem.
We don't know how people our age are getting things and stuff like that, and then we see, oh, he's driving a Benz.
Yeah.
He's
And
doing
it's,
so well in life.
You don't
And
know
then he's
what-
selling drugs
you
or
know?
something.
And also,
Yeah.
like you said, this year if you're talking this language, next year I'm talking this language, and you're still talking that language, my man, then there's nothing for us to talk about.
Exactly.
Honestly speaking. And I think the quicker we learn to let go and cut people off, the easier life becomes.
Way, bro.
I don't know. I think that when you choose to be someone's friend, it's because you care about the person. It's because you love their personality. You know, it's like, yo, bruh, you're hilarious. Or you like, you know, just the way you care about me, that I care about you. Like you genuinely want better for the person.
Yeah.
So I think the culture of cutting people off is really becoming something toxic in our lives. It's something that is definitely contributing to our mental health in a bad way, that we are not realizing how it is. I think if you have that conversation like you mentioned in terms of, hey friend, I just think we're not at the right place right now because of this and this, and you guys speak about it, that's a different issue. But then if you let go of people just because, you know, and without communicating what it is, yo guys, it's so bad. So I think, like, for myself, if I really love you, Thembani, as a friend and whatever, and I feel that we don't have much to talk about anymore, right? But I'm still going to try keep our friendship for things that are common and communicate things that I feel are changing, because change is inevitable. It's gonna happen.
But
Growth. You want to
that-
see growth.
That,
Yeah.
that if you're feeling some type of way about cutting someone off, don't you think at some point it also has to deal with you? Because let's be real,
Has to do with me.
Yeah.
Because I'm listening.
We human beings.
I want to hear this.
We're human beings.
Yes.
And we associate with people according to our conscious biases. We all have them.
Yes.
So we enter a friendship. Now, automatically we start thinking the same. We start doing things the same.
Well.
Now, it happens. No?
We influence each
We
other.
influence each other to a certain extent.
Yes.
Now when it's time to step out, you feel some type of, because I can't do anything without that person, it's my friend. And you feel some type
No,
of,
I don't think it's the thing of I can't do anything without that person because they're my friend. But it's a thing where it's like, I feel that I need to communicate with you why we're not going to be on the same page again. I think that you can step out of friendships, but it needs to be communicated. You can't, because guys, it stays with you. Have you ever had someone cut you off and you have questions? You have
That's what
questions
you
like,
just did now.
no, you have questions. You're like, what did I do to that person? You know, why did they leave me? Is it because I'm not on the same level there? Is it because I haven't
Okay, so
bought
you
a
feel
car?
like whenever, okay, besides that, like whenever that happens, where someone cuts you off and you don't know what reason, right?
It definitely.
Whose responsibility is it though to find out what's happening?
It's not yours.
Both.
Yours.
I think that.
It's really not yours.
not yours.
They cut you off for a reason.
That's true.
And they've got their reasons.
That's true, but then at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that, guys. I think it's so easy for us to say, especially in our generation, for us to say it is what it is, like, and to just like let go of things. But then at the end of the day, we're humans. We were never created to let go of things in that way. You think that that's why past, what do they call it? Where things catch up with you. Things catch up with you. Like, if let's say your parents did something bad, and your father, it's usually fathers, your father did something, and then you're just like, you just cut off that family or whatever. It catches up with you, and sometimes it will catch up with you using a different. It could catch up with you through your partner. It could catch up with you, but it catches up with you guys. I think we'll do. If you guys have any questions or scenarios or whatever, I'll post an anonymous link on my community section on my channel, and then you guys can send through like maybe tricky situations that you've had with friends or friendship questions that you have in general, whether it comes to cutting off, whether it comes to family, what's this, diversity in terms of your friendship circle, like just each and everything that we've touched on. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Do you guys have any last remarks?
I go by the name of that township, Suburban Essence. They heard the message. My man, follow me on Instagram, Facebook as well. Shout out.
And then Thembani Michael Cap guy.
Well, I mean,
Time.
cut that friend. Simple. Cut that friend, but also make sure you've got like a diverse circle of friends to get a point of view from everybody. But also, friendship is like a ship. So if the friend is holding you down and you're in that ship, the best thing to do is take that load off your ship, dump it, continue with life.
Okay, I obviously don't agree with the cutting off and the dumping part of things, but guys, I believe in have a conversation with your friends, guys. Don't opt to cutting out or dumping people. Guys, have those uncomfortable conversations, because sometimes friendships end by things that could be easily communicated, and so let's not contribute to the mental health issues that we could have in the future for something that we really could have just spoken about. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. We are still on road to 2K, baby! Okay guys, without any further ado, see you on the next video. On the next video. On the next video. On the next video.